Well, Joe, first of all, let's define some terms, okay? Regulation does not mean suing people. And the approach the SEC's had for the last couple of years has been to not tell anyone what the rules are in advance, but to sue people after they've launched a project, started a company, listed a token, and then cause people to infer what the rules were later. That's not a good thing. And so at some point, Congress and the regulators need to get serious about telling people, what is the speed limit on the crypto highway and what projects are appropriate and good.
I really think that the SEC had a lot of time, especially since the bull run of 2017, to step in and say, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to do. This could change, but build, thrive. Let's build the economy back up. Let's get people in jobs. Let's work with you. I just don't see them doing that.
One thing with Amazon and Apple, I admire those companies a lot. But when they adopt, it's ready for prime time.
And you take the red coin, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub, Cosmic Entertainment, in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Go ahead, throw on those pilot shades, XRP commanders, because the future's extra bright. Buckle up and let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.02 trillion, up about 1.5% in the past 24 hours. We got XRP 32, right under 33 cents, down about 2.5% in the past 24 hours. We got BTC, Bitcoin, 20,277. We got ETH, 1,500. And we have Stellar XLM in the number 30 spot, about 10.5 cents, down about 0.9% in the past 24. Taking a look at the USDT dominance here, up about 26.5% since mid-August here. And as the USDT dominance is rising here, XRP and the rest of the market continue to drop lower. XRP under 33 cents. Ripple CEO denies recent allegations against him, or FUD, because they want those bags. Ripple CEO Big Brad Garlinghouse denied investing in controversial attorney Kyle Roche, claiming that he never interacted with him. Can't comment on the validity of the slew of allegations in here, but I can equivocally say that I have never met or spoken to, much less invested in, Kyle Roche. Before Kyle Roche founded Roche Friedman and made a pact with Ava Labs, he was relatively low associate at the law firm Boies Schiller Flexner. They were representing Ripple, who were defending a lawsuit claiming their XRP token was an illegal security. According to Kyle, he proposed to their CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, that he create a new law firm that would specialize in suing others in crypto, using exactly the same kind of tactics that were being used against Ripple. Kyle asked that Brad become his angel investor, and curiously, Brad agreed. One might have expected he would want to see less of this kind of litigation across the industry. More attacks, more FUD being spread about Ripple, which leads to XRP. Big Brad Garlinghouse denying these allegations. We also got the Forbes story back up here from Rosen Laitland. The title and the content of this article were updated from an earlier story, which could have been misinterpreted as news when it was meant as an analysis. Neither the author or her family members own or engage in the trade of digital assets, XRP, Bitcoin, or the like. The author accepts no outside compensation, financial or otherwise, for covering this important regulatory policy topic. The author has no relationships with any of the parties in this story. Stuart Alderati, Wall Street Journal, commentary proves that the SEC's priority is to protect its turf at the expense of the 40 million plus Americans in the crypto economy. I responded explaining how his agency's actions are actually leaving consumers holding the bag. Mr. Gensler writes that whether a car runs on gas or electricity, you still need a seatbelt. No one disputes that, but electric cars don't need gas. And in his analogy, it is the gas that is the SEC is selling. Mr. Gensler looks to punish anyone who isn't buying it. The SEC shakedown of BlockFi led to a mess. BlockFi ended up on the auction block, and two other companies with similar businesses went belly up. Consumers weren't protected. They were left holding the bag. What we need is regulatory clarity for crypto, not the SEC swinging its billy club to protect its turf at the expense of more than 40 million Americans in the crypto economy. Time to drain the swamp. John Deaton says, in essence, Gary Gensler, the SEC director, and the SEC Cubs offer protection to American consumers is the functional equivalent of offering Tesla car owners gas for their cars. Alderati sums up Gensler's protection accurately. $1 billion lost due to crypto fraud in 2021. $15 billion lost due to the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Who is the SEC protecting again? Gensler says the crypto treated just like the markets. 200 SEC lawsuits say otherwise. Grayscale disclosing SEC query says cryptos XLM, Zcash, Zen may be securities. The three tokens may currently be securities based on the facts as they exist today. Probably nothing. XRP.
In the year 2022, as you talk about the tokenization of everything, the value of non-fungible tokens, do you think next year's a year that perhaps we could purchase an NFT on Amazon?
Well, I think that one thing with Amazon and Apple, I admire those companies a lot. But when they adopt, it's ready for prime time. And, I'm not sure when they're going to adopt, but I'm excited that more and more corporations are moving in that direction. But, again, when Amazon and Apple decide to do something in this space, I think it's a big signal to the market that, almost everyone is going to adopt at that point. And so I'm excited for that and see what happens in 2022 with Amazon and Apple and a whole bunch of other enterprises as well.
Digital Euro Association, more than 260 million people are already using China's digital currency, totalizing more than 13.8 billion worth of transactions. Digital yuan as a tool for cross-border payments. Peter Schiff says what happens if stocks, bonds, and real estate crash, causing an even bigger financial crisis and recession than the one we had in 2008. But inflation stays well above the Fed's 2% target. Will the Fed let the big banks fail this time, or will Powell pivot to bail them out? Congress and the regulators need to get serious about telling people what is the speed limit on the crypto highway and what projects are appropriate and good, says Bitrue CEO Brian Brooks. We're going to see a lot of people very nervous about investing in the space because they don't want you part of the transformation of wealth.
Are you a proponent of regulation will eventually be just what we need to remove the uncertainty? Or just looking at I saw a piece on Gary Gensler today, and he's serious. He's serious about a lot of things in terms of the SEC, very activist. And I don't know whether the regulation is necessarily going to be the panacea for crypto.
Well, Joe, first of all, let's define some terms, okay? Regulation does not mean suing people. And the approach the SEC's had for the last couple of years has been to not tell anyone what the rules are in advance, but to sue people after they've launched a project, started a company, listed a token, and then cause people to infer what the rules were later. That's not a good thing. And so at some point, Congress and the regulators need to get serious about telling people, what is the speed limit on the crypto highway and what projects are appropriate and good. Once we set frameworks and rules for those things, you'll see a flourishing. But until then, you're going to see a lot of people very nervous about investing in the space.
We got 4 votes to go, step by step. XLS20 is getting closer. At 80% consensus for 2 weeks, the required amendments will be available on the network. Mr. Intuitive says NFTs on the XRP ledger, a few votes away, just in time for Blair Networks. Stablecoins changes the game. XRP.
A stablecoin backed by the US dollar and treasury bills, for example, no different than a money market account, would overnight, if it was passed and regulated, let's just take USDC by Circle, for example, and it was actually regulated as a payment system, that would create a standard of payment backed by the US dollar globally. And what politician, regardless of what state they're in, doesn't want that? It secures a place for the American dollar beyond just commodities of oil and iron and other payment systems that are built around commodities that are always backed by the US dollar. But that legislation is very simple. It's 5 pages in some of the bills by Haggerty and Toomey that simply says, look, we audit it every 30 days. We make sure that nothing that's supporting the token is a duration longer than 12 months. And we have total transparency in these audits. Now, not every stablecoin is going to survive the transparent audit, but that's okay. There's enough of them that will, or be started that will. And then we let companies compete, just like there's a money market fund at Fidelity and there's one at Schwab and other firms. That's great, but they're basically all the same because they're FDIC insured and they're regulated. Same thing with stablecoins. So I think that may come first. And what really was the stimulus for that, the impetus, was the Luna explosion, which was very diversified. So, it wasn't just shareholders or token holders in the United States. That blew up all around the world in a spectacular supernova. And now it's obviously disfavors algorithmic-based or stablecoins. They will not be popular because people have been burned. And that too is a good thing. So you have to applaud the sacrifice of the Luna token holders and how their DNA and their ashes have probably created something of greater value for the next version of regulated stablecoins. And again, we applaud them, we thank them, and they too will not invest in stupid managers. And all of this is great stuff. It's all good.
Matt Hamilton. I've said before, the biggest problem with Bitcoiners is that they make the assumption that technological advancement halts, that Bitcoin was revolutionary. It was, but that nothing could ever be invented that is better. This has never been true for any technology or money. BTC is unique in the fact that it's technically one of the worst cryptocurrencies. It has a broken long-term security model. It lacks capacity, programmability, composability, or comparatively weak economic qualities. BTC is in fact a purely speculative asset without utility, and it doesn't even work. XRP is a global public good. Global public goods are all around us and they benefit everyone. But what are they exactly? XRP. Stop by the Ripple stand at the CBDC conference in Frankfurt, Germany. Learn how Ripple's CBDC private ledger can help central banks mint, manage, and transact and redeem CBDCs. Easily manage the full central bank digital currency lifestyle running on the XRP ledger. Nerd Nation Unboxed on Jay Clayton joining Electric Capital. It's not just us who see this for what it is. ETHgate, Gary Gensler resigned.
Yeah, but if they really cared about the crypto industry, don't you think when they were in office, they would have done good, or they would have tried to do good? I really think that the SEC had a lot of time, especially since the bull run of 2017, to step in and say, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're going to do. This could change, but build, thrive. Let's build the economy back up. Let's get people in jobs. Let's work with you. I just don't see them doing that. And I just can't sit here and praise somebody who sat in office or had a role to kind of really help stifle the industry, but then wants to come in and profit off of us. So that's my only gripe.
In a speech today, the leader of the MSA outlined the Singapore approach to CBDC, digital assets, cryptocurrency, and distributed ledger technology. Favors wholesale CBDC cryptocurrencies is okay for transaction fees to secure network, but not for speculation. MAS has approved Tranglo to operate. Ripple owns 40% of Tranglo. Singapore to tighten retail crypto trading rules. Singapore's central bank wants to foster digital assets and restrict crypto speculation. The head of the Monetary Authority of Singapore insists this stance is synergistic and says price speculation is the source of crypto's world problems. They must not want you with those bags. XRP 25 to 200. History rhymes only for BTC and it rhymes for ETH and it rhymes for all other cryptos, but does it rhyme for XRP? History does rhyme and XRP is going to $25 to $200 by hitting the same fib targets, 1.618 and the 2.272. Not financial advice. XRP manipulation. Get ready for that next pump. You got Eminem and Snoop Dogg performance at the VMAs featuring the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. Welcome to the mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. We'll see you at the top. And with that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, Moon O'Clock News, drop an elbow on that like button. Where will you be when that rocket takes flight? We'll catch you up here at the tippy top once those rockets lift off. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock News. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD. Buy up that bag. Don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe. Drop a comment down below. All the OGs, drop a comment down below and drop an elbow on that like button from the top roof. And we'll catch you up here, top floor, for the moon party. BYOB. Peace out, crypto ghost.
If you find me, leave no traces. You gonna need more bags. You can't make it in that spaceship. The price was up for the grabs and you ain't going take it. I told you clock is ticking, you can't wait, and it's too late now, you cannot escape it. I tried to save you, but you was hating. Millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. I see cryptonaires all around the world. I see cryptonaires. Hold on, feel the life and don't ever let go. Millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. I see cryptonaires.